What's up, you guys? It's your girl Sheridan S. Davis here, and we are here for a Black Ink Cruise Chicago review. Okay, I'm really excited because this is my first time doing a review. Prayerfully, I'll get into reviewing a few of my favorite shows. Black Ink Cruise Chicago has a special place in my heart because I am from Chicago, Illinois, honey. So I'm really excited to represent y'all. This one lock, these two locks just won't go down, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm really excited to represent the home team. So let's get into the review, shall we? All right. So with this season opener of Black Ink Cruise Chicago, they gave us two episodes basically in one. And for me, I wish they had not done that because it was a little too long. Like, it wasn't as power packed of an episode. So we got two episodes of us just catching up. So that was 2 hours worth of catch up. But anyway, let's get into it. All right. So in the beginning of the episode or the opener, we find out as Ryan is running and exercising. And have y'all been following Ryan Henry on Instagram? Ryan is getting buff. Okay, Ryan, we see you, bro. Anywho, Ryan is exercising, and oh, this lock. Okay, Ryan is exercising, and we come to find out that Van, Charmaine, Lily, and the other girl who I don't remember her name, but she was the one who had the kid. They have all been fired. So they have all been fired from Nine Mag. But in reality, what's going on is Van, Lily, and the girl with the kid have been fired from the show. You know, I'm cool with Lily being gone. I was happy to see her going. This whole N-word thing and all that has really been bothering me, so I'm happy to finally see her go. But I didn't need for Van to be going, so I wonder what that decision was all about. For me, they could bring Van back. You understand? I like Van. He is comedic relief on the show. He'll stir the pot. He big and buff. He'll get into it with somebody. I miss Van. Van, how you doing? I miss Van. Anyway, and now we ain't gonna get our girl Jen on the show anymore. Even though I think they're still broken up. So back to this. Charmaine, we see Charmaine on screen, and she is basically talking about how she has been treated like trash, which she has. Specifically, well, from the conception of this show, with her, the fights with Ashley, the fights that she had with Lily, some of the things were Charmaine's fault and others were not. So she has been treated like trash. Most recently with the last episode of last season with them spreading this rumor that she was with Van, and it was completely false. So I felt really bad for Charmaine in that. I think the easiest thing, and I noticed this about VH1 and the Black and Crew franchise, all of them, the easiest thing a man can do when he is disrespecting a woman is to call her the B word or a whore. And so they made a storyline out of calling this girl a whore. And I just think it's sad. She was is in a whole relationship, and for them to just do that and try to just come up with this narrative out of thin air, I thought that was pretty disgusting. Anyway, because she was treated like trash and fired. I keep doing like this because I don't believe she was fired from Nine Mag. I think they didn't really want to film with her anymore. I don't know, child. Anyway, all of what has gone on has caused her to open her own shop, which is called Second City Ink. So shout out to Charmaine and her shop, Second City Ink. Girl power. Okay, so I did notice that this year, Ford's song is the theme song. Chi-Town, Chi-Town. Hey, congratulations, Ford. I'm sure that's a nice little check. Okay, so we see Ryan's son. He is very cute and athletic. I love his little glasses. I put on my glasses tonight for Ryan's son. Shout out to Mason. Okay, so Ryan talks about how much he's been traveling and he's been super busy, barely having any time for himself, but congratulations to him on that. It's a part of the dream. All right, so we get not just the theme song as for not just 4 songs as the theme song, but in the little interludes, I'm seeing we got a lot of 4's little music. So I'm here for it. Go ahead, 4. Um, Ryan laughs at the fact that Charmaine has opened a shop. Well, he didn't laugh at that. He did let her know that he didn't respect the fact that she's not a tattoo artist and she has basically financed her way into the business. Like, she didn't grind into the business as he did. But different strokes for different folks. As long as she has found this passion for tattooing since working for Ryan. So you didn't treat her right and she got it on her own. Here's the thing. He said he knows she got a new shop, but the public doesn't know because they only have 106 followers. But he's petty. Congratulations, Charmaine. He don't respect it, but it is what it is. Even though Cheyenne has this, not Cheyenne. I'm thinking about my book series, Church Girls. I'm sorry, you guys. Charmaine has a starter business. She has her company on Rolling Out magazine, and that's a really big deal. Rolling Out is also a magazine company that has featured 9mag. So it's a big deal for her, and it's because of her affiliation with 9mag that she's able to pull this off. But hey, that's what being in business is about. You make the connections, you do what you got to do for your business. So shout out to her again. Charmaine is not opening this shop by herself. She actually has a business partner from London, England. Her name is Jess, and Jess is pretty. And she's been tattooing for 10 years. Her business looks great. It looks clean. And Jess and Charmaine look great. Okay, so I don't personally have any tattoos, but is it just me, or do all the is it just me, or out of all the Black Ink Crew franchises, Chicago, Compton, and New York, Caesar, the head tattoo artist, is like the worst artist? But it's okay, Caesar, because Caesar got that money. He getting a check for all of them. So shout out to Caesar. He's cashing all them checks. But anyway, nope, Caesar, I messed up. Caesar does better tattoos than Donna, and that's true. Okay, so anyway, Ryan is spending a lot of time with his family on camera this season. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. Rachel's nail shop is now upstairs. Rachel is Ryan's son's mother, and her nail shop is upstairs, and I'm praying that Rachel is not a part of the crew. I am not the biggest fan of Rachel on TV. She just looks mad every second that she's on television. For all the seasons that they have been on here, and it did not stop tonight. So Rachel looked like the Grinch that stole Christmas. She's a pretty girl, but she just is upset and got an attitude. She's never like, okay, but go ahead, girl. I understand. Maybe, oops, sorry, y'all. Maybe if I had been through what Rachel has been through with Ryan Henry and still got to work in the same business with him, building with him, raise a kid and all this other stuff, maybe I have an attitude too. So I understand Rachel. Anyway, Rachel's nail shop is upstairs. They have communication issues. Ryan, 9mag is busy downstairs, so Ryan brings Mason upstairs, and Rachel is like, my business was busy. You don't respect my business. Girl, it's not that he doesn't respect your business, but you just started your storefront. 9mag has been in business and they're popular. And you wasn't doing nothing, sis. You got an attitude off of what if. This what I be talking about. And y'all, I know y'all probably hear my daddy yelling in the background. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing this video over them. But anyway, we then see that Di and Ashley have moved into a new place. They're looking and doing well. I've noticed that they moved into a bigger place. It looks like they're moved up out of Markham, Illinois. We'll see. I don't know. Okay. Di and Ashley have a date night at Soleil. Now, if you are in Chicago, y'all need to come and eat at Soleil. It's a really cute soul food boutique restaurant. It is good. That food is good. Now, I would recommend the macaroni was real good. And what did I have? I feel like I had some. The macaroni was good. And I think I had salmon. Now, the wings, praise Jesus. Go to Soleil. Shout out to Soleil. All right, so anyway, Ashley and Don are at Soleil, and Ashley reveals that she has a lump in her breast that have resurfaced. I think it was her left breast, and she has to have surgery to see if it was cancerous. I wish they would have said the word biopsy, so we knew that it wasn't like initially my first thought with her saying she's gonna have surgery. I'm thinking this girl about to have like a tumor removal surgery, like where she about to, not a tumor removal, like the surgery where you get your breast cut off. That I sound so ignorant, but y'all understand. Anyway, but it's not that. She's getting the lump removed so they could tell if it was cancerous or not. Anywho, they are, of course, nervous. Ashley is such a pretty girl, and I did feel really bad, and I was praying for her in that moment. And I'm thinking they had refilmed her getting this news or something, because she was squeezing those tears out. Like, she was like at that table, and I was just like, yes, squeeze them out, girl. There go one. There go one. Anyway. That's not funny. That's rude. Okay. Charmaine's shop is far less ratchet than I thought it was going to be. So kudos to Charmaine. While I do think Charmaine, should put on a better bra in the confessional, I think she looks good. I also do think that VH1, the cameraman and producers, are doing a terrible job of concealing her pregnancy in the first several scenes. I mean, a terrible job. Like, what? Y'all needed to take a page out of the Cosby Show book when Phylicia Rashad was pregnant and they had the bear in front of her and stuff like that, because this was terrible. Y'all could have got her a purse or something. But anyway, Charmaine has 2 West Side artists, and that's where I'm from. So shout out to the West Side and some old artists. I honestly don't care about these new people, and I'm sorry to say that to the new people. They seem like good people, but I want to know what's up with Van. I want to know what's up with the people we've been investing our time with. But anyway, Charmaine does the rolling out interview, and she shares what happened with Nine Mag, just basically saying she felt like she was being disrespected, yada yada yada. But Jess comes in and she's more politically correct, so that is their dynamic, and it was alright to see that. Next, Ashley comes to the biopsy with a full face of makeup, and this is what I'm talking about with reality shows. It's not realistic. You're not coming thinking you get the cancer and your face is beat with lashes and all this stuff. You understand? Like, okay, I understand if you got on the lash and the gloss and maybe brows, but who finna go under the knife with a beat face? That doesn't even make sense, sis. A reality TV. Anyway, both Don and Ashley are very nervous, but Ashley is more nervous visibly. The doctor looks like Nene Leakes' divorce attorney from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Go back and watch that. Anyway, Rolling Out magazine has a party, and they basically are celebrating Second City Inc. I was about to call them NAMAG, but anyway, Second City Inc. And I really like Charmaine's blazer in this scene. I wish she would have worn something under it, but that's just me. Don isn't happy to see Charmaine, and I'm annoyed with him that he is not happy to see Charmaine. Charmaine hasn't done anything to you. I think you're mad because she's not allowing you to come back into her space after you tried her in your confessional last year with that Van crap. So I don't understand how you're mad when you're wrong, bro. That doesn't make sense. I hate when people do stuff like that. And Charmaine is right for not getting down with you. You're not her brother. You or your brother with y'all long faces. Anyway, I'ma pray for y'all. None of the guys think she has earned her position in the tattoo game, which is really funny to me because, Don, you don't tattoo. You don't tattoo. Why are you even talking? So just shut up. You were just in Markham yesterday and living in a project. So calm down. Like, I'm gonna pray for Don. He need help. He's just very upset. Like, why are you mad? Because she's moved on. I understand Ryan's point, but Don, you got a little too much bonk in your crunk. Like, calm down. Anyway, Don tells Ryan and Four about Ashley and Cancergate, and I'm wondering why he isn't home with her because he says that they found out the results in 48 hours. So why are you spending any of those hours outside at the club? But then again, this is a work related event, so he could not be filming if any of these storylines are real. Anyway, we see Jason Lee is at this party, but why didn't get Jason Lee no lines? I don't know. Anyway, Charmaine goes to speak to Ryan down the floor, and it is very tense. She lets them know that, you know, what's on her mind. You guys are not my brothers. Y'all, I'm not cool with y'all. Y'all did some really shady stuff to me. And they kept trying to interrupt her. She wasn't having it. I'm happy that she got to say what she had to say. Um, I they're disrespectful, and they're not as disrespectful as the Black Ink Crew in New York because they are completely and utterly disrespectful. But I hate the way they have done this franchise has done Kitty and Charmaine with this whole let me paint you to be a whore thing. But why wouldn't they paint the men, Don, who especially who has been married and done all of his philandering? We don't pay him to be a whore. It's just he messed up. Or Van, who cheated on Jen with Larabita, and who else? Y'all know what Larabita is? Do y'all know why she calls that girl Larabita? She calls her Larabita is because Larabita is a hospital, a children's hospital here in Chicago. She called that girl childish. Anyway, he cheated on Jen with Larabita, and it's um for sure, but he allegedly did it with Charmaine, which I don't believe for a second to be true. And we're acting like she had sex with Van, not that it's mutual. Like, just the disrespect to women, it just annoys me. Everybody get saved. Anyway, she was right to me, and they are all defensive, and it is what it is. I don't understand Don being upset, but Don is always upset. So let's just move on. Ryan, now we see Don ask Ryan, does he want a ride to go back home? And Ryan like, nah, I'm good. I get there, blah, blah, blah. We fast forward to see why Ryan declined a ride. Ryan isn't happy because he has to come home to himself at night. He's not come home to Rachel and the kids. He's living by himself, and he's just like, you know, what's the point? Da 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 da. But I'm wondering, do y'all think cheaters? Do y'all think about this stuff when y'all doing it? Because you cheated on Rachel with Kat. Preferably it was only Kat, and you're like upset because you don't have a home to go to. Not that he blamed Rachel or anything, but I just kind of sometimes wonder, do you guys think about this stuff before y'all be out here slinging it like Tic Tacs? Shout out to Lovely T. Anyway, we come to find out that Ryan is not at a home. Ryan has been sleeping in the shop on an air mattress, and I thought that was really sad. He's not homeless like where he can't have a place, but he's like, he thought he wasn't gonna sign a lease because he just knew he was gonna get back with Rachel, and it ain't happening. So poor Ryan. I also was wondering if this scene was real, because how are you sleeping at this commercial property? He doesn't own the building. Shout out to Lacuna. So I was wondering, like, if it's cool for y'all to sleep at a commercial property, or is this made up so Ryan could take his shirt off and show us he getting buff? I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm praying for Ryan. Anyway, Ryan's father throws a family event. That's what Ryan says, and Ryan missed it. But we kind of found out it wasn't just any family event. It was for his sister Nova, who passed away. I don't want to say who passed away because that just sounds like she just died. She was murdered. Her birthday. His family is very upset about this. And I can recall when Nova Henry was murdered brutally with her baby. I remember seeing that on the news. I remember seeing Ryan and his mom and all them on the news when that happened. I remember seeing it not just on our local news, but on Fatal Attraction on TV1. I think that was. So yeah, it's just really sad. I'm praying for that family. I'm serious now. Um Ryan's mom and sister decides to do a drive-by on him because he ain't show up. We found out that Ryan don't really speak to his sister Jill. We don't really have a an explanation on that, but I observed that Ryan and his sister do look like Yolanda, which is the mom. So shout out to them. Ryan feels like they're trying to make him feel Nova's shoes, and he can't. He avoids his family because he doesn't know how to be vulnerable. He don't want to talk about it. He just knows how to push through. And it's just really sad. I feel like Ryan needs a hug, Jesus, and therapy. And yeah, I hope he gets all those things. He does take responsibility for the mess he's in, but he don't know how to climb out of it. And I feel like many of us have been in situations like that. So that was really sad. With Charmaine, she makes Neek breakfast in bed, and they share that they are in fact anticipating a baby. They elope, they are married, and Charmaine's mother is upset, and we all know that she has since passed, so that was really sad. Okay, Zach and Zaya, Charmaine's artists are flirting, and they did some tattoo. I'm tired of them. Like, I'm sorry. I just want to get the old crew back. Sorry, guys. They go on a date. It's all good. I did notice that in between the breaks on the show, they are showing more of the city, not just Lacuna. So that's great. We come to find out that Ashley does not have cancer, so praise God, prayer works, Don, Ford, and Ryan go rock climbing where they get into Ryan's business, and he go ahead and explain that he's been living at the shop, and they are concerned with him. And I don't even understand how he could function at all 10 years after his sister's death, like, or her murder. Like, it's really sad. In fact, speaking of Nova, I think y'all will probably remember her son's father being on Basketball Wives like several seasons ago, and his wife. But anyway, so I'm happy that Ryan went to therapy. I hate when people act like all black people just don't go to therapy. That's not it. A lot of times black people don't go to therapy because we don't trust y'all therapists. It's because there is a history with black people in therapy. We are now getting black therapists, but it wasn't like that before. So we had things like we had things where I can't remember the name of the experiments, and somebody put it in the comments, where black people are trusting these therapists and ending up with syphilis and things like that. So we've had a horrid past with therapists. Now we have black folks in therapist positions, and we can feel comfortable going. Shout out to my therapist, Miss Michelle Bird. She is a black therapist. Anyway, Neek and Charmaine's moms want them to get married, but they are married. They want them to, instead of just being married, have an official wedding, and they don't really want to. It's just like a cute little scene. Neek's mom is very upset, and I don't know if she's Jamaican, Haitian, or what, but the lady is on 10, and I love her accent, but I was like, girl, calm down. It's not your wedding. Lastly, Ryan goes to therapy, and I did notice that he was grunting as he sat down. Ryan is too old to be grunting when he sits down. He is only 4 years older than me, and I'm not judging him because I do the same thing sometimes. I just said that to say that I think our generation of 20 to 30 somethings is the oldest 20 to 30 somethings of life, like, that ever existed. Like, we be like, ugh, my back, my knees. It's just crazy. Anyway, Ryan feels like he's carrying everybody else's load and he only knows how to keep it pushing. He details how he found out about his sister's death, that his father, that he was supposed to go over to Nova's house so she could give him the money for tattooing, and he was out drinking and he drank too late and he was kicking it, and his father calls him and lets him know that Nova is dead. So they had to go over there and, and after all the crime scene and investigation, they had to clean up. And first of all, I wish, can we professionally, like, can we decide that, after something so traumatic, we wouldn't make that family clean and stuff up? Like, can't there be professional people to do that? That is so traumatizing. And he just feels very guilty about not being there. And I just, I don't think Ryan could have stopped it. And I know that, of course, he's going to feel like he could because, it's the unknown, but I don't think he could have stopped it. I think the man who killed her was an ex, and he was just deranged and purpose to kill her. And I think he probably would have got Ryan too. But regardless, we can't do that. I just want to, it's like Ryan has survivor's remorse, and I really pray that he can manage it and learn to be okay. So that's all I got for the first 2 episodes of Black Ink Crew Chicago. Hope y'all have a fantastic evening. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, my book Church Girls 3 drops in 9 days. So I love you guys. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Bye.